Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Can't You Just Pick One? This is gonna be the first episode ever in 2024. I am your host, Mariam Alguessme, and in today's episode, I'm gonna be talking about a very serious topic. But before that, I am doing a new edition and a new feature, which is I'm gonna be filming this podcast episode. Like I'm recording it right now, but I'm gonna be filming it with my laptop, like a camera, and I'm gonna match the two and upload the version on YouTube if the laptop camera works, because it's kind of like glitching right now. I never used it before, but I don't know how it's gonna work. If not, it's gonna remain as an audio version. Oh my god, it's glitching right now. In today's episode, we're gonna be talking about marriage. And I've never been married, but I feel like I have the perfect sauce for marriage, although I've never been married. And I get it, some people will never get advice from people that never experienced the thing that they're talking about. But in a way, I am 100% agreeing with you, but I kind of know some sort of fact, and I really want to get it, I want to share it with the world because it works. Today, I'm going to be talking about a new perspective of looking at marriage or relationships, but initially marriage. I have no clue, guys, but the first segment is gonna be like flinching. So, you guys, just like if you're watching right now on the video, I love you, but the video is gonna be really horrible, the video quality, but whatever. Just like put the subtitles on and understand me better with the audio and do your own chores and listen to this new perspective of looking at marriages. And this perspective is copy pasted from my religion. But before you be like, oh my god, like not everybody believes in the same religion. I'm not gonna try to, convert you into my religion or anything. Everybody has their own belief, and welcome to everybody from every religion. I'm very tolerant, I swear to God. But I am Muslim, in case you guys don't know, and you know, the things that we have a holy book. For example, if you're a Christian, your holy book is the Bible. If you're Muslim, your holy book is the Quran, right? And there's this one quote from chapter number 2, Surah Al-Baqarah, or verse, surah, like chapter Al-Baqarah. And it says something about the marriage. Like it's a verse about the marriage, and I've never like kind of understood it. I was like, yeah, I understood it at a very shallow level, but one day I was like on my own, and it's like, subhanallah, things clicked in my brain, and I was like, oh my god, this is what God means, because I just like it clicked in my brain. I was like, oh my god, this is what marriage is. This is the recipe to finding the perfect one, the person that fits like a glove in your life. So I'm gonna share this quote with you guys right now. Just bear with me a little. It's Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter number 2, ayah or verse 187, and it says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Hunna libasun lakum wa antum libasun lahun. Your spouses are a garment for you as you are for them. So take this literally. If you are from any other religion, take this literally, but I'm gonna be explaining this recipe that like my God told us in the holy book. But whatever, you can take it. I feel like everybody should be marrying using this recipe. So, as we already read, it's about your spouse should be a garment for you, as you should be for them. What is the garment, honey? The garment is a thing that you wear. And I feel, maybe not everybody kind of cares about what they wear, but when we're talking about marriage and here, we're talking about hopefully, and I feel, by the way, marriage is a religious concept. very, 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 very pushed by Abrahamic religions, which are Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. So I feel like we all have similar beliefs about marriage, no sex before marriage, having like those vows and those everything through Abrahamic religions. We all share the same like perspective on marriage, and marriage is a religious experience before anything else, right? So, oh my god, the video is not flickering anymore. Oh my god, yeah, I love that. Anyways, guys, so marriage is a religious concept by excellence, and I feel we need to turn to religious tips so that the marriage works. I believe, but I don't know. But I feel in this society and in this age, and especially millennials, like, oh my god, I blame millennials for literally everything in my life that goes wrong. Like these days, oh my god, because they are getting so corny. I really am starting to hate millennials so much. Yes, I am. Anyways, so, oh my god, I have to like, you guys, I'm so sorry, but this is my first time filming myself doing the podcast, so I'm kind of like getting weirded out by my view in front of me, but whatever, I'm just gonna like imagine that I don't like exist right now, and I'm just gonna like focus on my audio and let the people on YouTube figure themselves on their own, whatever. But anyways, guys, I feel a lot of, I don't know, but I am Tunisian, and in Tunisia, the rate of divorce is through the roof, and that could be definitely tied directly to the economic situation in life getting hard, and because we're still like an Eastern society that is kind of in between. We're very like open-minded, but we are still an Eastern society by excellence. So the women work, they have the freedom to do whatever they want, but still those chores and like cooking and cleaning is still expected from them through their mother-in-law or through like the spouse themselves. So women are literally superheroes here. They have to attend to their husband need, their family needs, their like they have kids, their kids needs, and their job on top of that. And I would never, never, never marry somebody from like that shares the same perspective, aka for my country. But yeah, there is like good people and bad people everywhere. But I already talked about this perspective of me not like wanting to marry from my country in a very sarcastic video on my YouTube channel called "How like I think that marrying from my country feels like marrying a cousin," something like that. But whatever. And marriages fail big, like divorce rates are through the roof. And whatever, divorce is not a bad thing, but like I said, I promise you guys, like I follow like most Tunisian influencers out there, and most of them are divorced and they have like really young kids. And I get it, but whatever, like I prefer divorcing over like leading such a toxic life. But they are really young kids, and who wants to grow not under the same roof with both of their parents, right? And with the dad being present and with the mom being present in a very warm family. And I feel like people are getting married in my country or anywhere, actually. I find this pattern like this pattern exists in most countries, I feel, in this world and in this day and age, with the economic situation, with people, how they think, blah, 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 and how people like understand like feminism in a stupid way. People don't know what feminism is. Like people are very stupid, and there's a bunch of like factors that like kind of help us translate why divorce rates are through the roof and why marriages are failing and relationships are failing. But whatever, I'm somebody that hates like failure, like in any sort of form, shape, and situation. If I'm gonna get married one day, I hope, and I'm hoping, and I'm gonna like, try to use everything that works so that I make my marriage works with my like me and my husband included, right? Because I don't find it easy to be vulnerable to somebody, to be naked in front of somebody. I'm not talking about like being naked literally. I'm talking about talking about things that you never said to anybody, mentioning I don't know, things about your childhood, things about your teenagehood, things about your life, things things that are who you are, to supposedly the love of your life that you ended up marrying, and then fumbling so bad and just like failing so bad because you did not implement the right like techniques, the right things, and you did not choose the partner super well, and then you end up marrying, like, and then you expect me to redo that all again. If I end up getting divorced in this life, I would not marry again, because it would be so hard, like so hard to redo the whole experience from scratch. And I'm somebody that does not have shallow relationships. I'm a very passionate person. I'm a very dramatic person. I am like air. I am an air sign. So I actually blow in people's faces, and I'm like, my existence is never shallow. So my relationships are never shallow. I am somebody that goes all out, and when I am with somebody, with a friend, with a whatever, you see every aspect of me, and I'm very extreme, and I'm very passionate, and I'm very extra, right? So I'm gonna do that with a husband, and then I'm just gonna like marry blah 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 in a really mediocre way, and then I have to redo that again, because I'm somebody that wants to die near a husband. Like, I don't want to be, I value relationships, but to each their own, of course. I'm talking about people that value relationships. And if you're watching or listening to this podcast episode today, you probably value relationships, whether you are single right now, or whether you are trying to remarry, or whether you're trying to like, whatever, have like somebody in your life, right? But this whole like dating culture that we have, and like marriage culture, yeah, whatever, let's get married and it's easy peasy, and then they get kids, and the kids get caught up in their stupid toxic relationships, or not necessarily toxic, but in their mediocre relationship, where there is no actual collaboration of two parties, and the woman is gonna be pulling every fucking errand and every fucking task, and she's gonna be carrying the whole household on her back, or vice versa. And I really hate stupid stuff like that. I am somebody that really values, if I'm gonna get married, then it must be a collaboration, right? Anyways, you guys, so in this day and age of like divorce and blah 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 blah, it's kind of like been implemented in my brain and engraved in my brain that it's inevitable to get divorced, literally, because I'm telling you, every celebrity, every influencer, most of them break up and get divorced, like most of them. And that kind of, and same thing as like men cheating. And when you open a series, men cheat. When you open like when you watch a movie, men cheat. Those men, like celebrities, you hear about them cheating. So in my brain, I'm like, people get divorced a lot, and men cheat a lot. So what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? So I've been always like thinking, oh, like it must be some sort of external circumstances that lead people into like divorcing and whatever. I'm just gonna like try to find somebody, and hopefully like it's gonna be luck, whether we continue to live next to each other for like a long time, or whether we end up divorcing. And I'm also gonna try to find a decent man. It's gonna be by luck, whether he ends up like being loyal or cheating on me, like any man does, and every man does, and every relationship that ends up in divorce. You get what I mean? And I feel maybe men that are cheating are in the mass, and divorces are in the mass, like through media. I see these two things in the mass, and I see them as the popular thing. But maybe that's not the truth, And I've always been wondering, like, what am I gonna do, Because I told you guys, I value marriage, and I want to get married at some point of my life, and I want to get married and be sure of who I married, and not just marry because I'm in love. Because I don't believe that love is the reason why people should like get married. Marriage is an equation, and you should have different like aspects, and be aligned in compatibility and like respect, and multiple things that end up colliding, so the marriage could work, potentially could work. Not only love, because love is gonna run dry one day, and whatever, all that passion and you being in a relationship or the dating phase, yeah, some marriages could have that like dating phase feelings in a 40-year marriage, yeah, but that isn't the rare, I feel. And like love kind of runs dry, but whatever. Anyways, so since I was like younger, ever since I was like, a little bit younger, I was like, yeah, whatever. I am somebody that really want to get married one day, but apparently everybody gets divorced these days, and it's a really easy thing, like, get married and get divorced. But I can't do that. Like, I divorce, honey. It's divorce, going to courts. Lawyers are trying to like get more money from you, so they make you fight even more, and it's gonna be this huge like stressing period, and it takes months, years, and it's like it's messy. And you thought you married the love of your life, then they turn like, no. I don't want that. If that's marriage, then I don't want that. But I know that I want to get married and I want to have a family and have like a dad to my kids that is actually a good dad to them, and that I would never have to worry. Like, even if I leave this earth before him or anything, I would never have to worry about them, like the kids, you know? And I'm not going to be somebody pulling every chore. And once I'm gone, then I'm gone, you know? So that's like my perspective, and I really want to have that, you know. And some people could have that. Some marriages are like that, you know. So I was like always wondering, what is the recipe to good marriage? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Until I understood this quote that I just read to you, but I'm gonna read it again. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هن لباس لكم وأنتم لباس لهن. Your spouses are a garment for you as you are for them. This is the quote, guys. This is the recipe, guys. And one day, like, whenever I would read this chapter of the Quran, I kind of like never think about it. Like, this verse, I never understood it. I understood it in a shallow way. I was like, oh yeah, your spouse is a garment for you. You are a garment for them. Like, in a literal way. But I never understood the meaning. And one day I was sitting and it clicked. But yeah, you guys, we're gonna start like this new way of looking at marriage, and how you should be picking your partner, how you should be picking your spouse, who you should be marrying. Not somebody that you love and that's it, because you're gonna be feeling so big. Anyways, guys, let's start right now. A garment. A garment is something that we wear. And when you are, I told you, marriage is a religious experience by excellence. So this is a garment that you hope and that you intend to wear for a really long time. So when you're picking the garment, which is the spouse, so whenever I'm going to be mentioning garment, know that I'm referring to a spouse, vice versa. Whenever you're going to be shopping for this garment, you have to pick a garment that works for a long time, that you're going to be wearing for really long years, for a lot of years ahead. So this garment should be something that works when you're now like young, works when you're in your 40s, works when you're in your 60s, works when you're in your like when you're 100. It's a garment that kind of like works with different age groups, that you can wear, whether you're an old lady or a young lady. So not something super trendy for your young self, but something that you would end up tossing once you are 40 and more mature, because it would be like really you're gonna look weird wearing something that kids wear, you know, when you're 40 or 60 or 70 or whatever, you know. So that's the type of garment that you should be shopping for, a garment that works with you. You think it's gonna work with you in different ages and in different maturity levels. It's gonna be flexible with you in that sense. A garment is also supposed to fit your lifestyle. Let's say you hope to, I don't know, maybe you don't have that life right now, or you are having some sort of fragment of that dream life of yours. I don't know, maybe you want to be a big businesswoman, big like businessman, a big athlete, whatever. Or you might be living that lifestyle right now, and you see yourself after 20 years still leading a similar lifestyle of yours. I don't know, traveling a lot, going to conferences a lot, meeting a lot of people, and a lot of like things that work with your lifestyle. Or just chilling, having a house near a mountain and chilling. That's the desired lifestyle. So when you're shopping for that garment, which is your spouse, you have to shop for something that fits your lifestyle. Whether you're somebody that is traveling, you know yourself. Even if you don't have the desired lifestyle yet, but you're getting there, you intend to get married for long years of time, for a long period of time. And in the near future, your travels are gonna grow. Your wealth is gonna grow. Your circle is gonna grow. More important people are gonna show up in your life. Blah blah blah. So when you're shopping for this garment, make sure it fits your lifestyle, not other people's lifestyle, or not only fit their own lifestyle, your spouse. So, for example, I am somebody that, I see myself in the future uh, traveling a lot, to have some public speeches, to do conferences, to go to networking events. I see myself traveling and being invited by like some brands in the fashion world. And I also see myself like networking with big, big sharks. And that is the type of lifestyle that I see myself living in the near future to the like far future, right? So when I'm shopping for the garment, I am not gonna pick a man that hates travel, that is afraid of a plane ride, and a man that can't stand a woman like being away from the house. And that man is not sexist, and that man is not right nor wrong. There's no right and no wrong in choices. Some men hate fat women, some men hate skinny women, whatever. It doesn't mean they are fat phobic or skinny phobic or any phobic. It's your life, it's your choice, whatever, as long as you're being respectful about your choices, whatever. Some men don't want their women to be like leaving and traveling on her own. My man or my spouse or my garment should be flexible with the type of lifestyle that I am trying to lead. So when I'm gonna be on a plane ride, being doing a speech with a lot of men. Like I want to be a businesswoman, like a very respected entrepreneur, and entrepreneurship is filled with men. So a man that's very confident, like, and doesn't care that I am working with a lot of men, and he's not like the jealous, really jealous type, the toxic jealous type. So that is the garment that I'm going to be choosing, instead of like a man that is just cute and whatever, and then I'm going to be marrying them, and they're going to be like restricting me about my work, and then I'm gonna be like trying to fit in with their lifestyle until I get burnt out, and until I'm fed up with their shit, and then I'll be like, I'm divorcing you because we are not compatible. You have to think about compatibility before you indulge in a marriage, point blank period. A garment has a color, a garment has texture, a garment has feeling, a vibe, a cut. So you have to make sure when you're shopping for that garment that it fits your wardrobe, that it fits your life, that the color is of your liking. Not only that the color is like pretty on its own, it's pretty on you. It should shine on you, make you bright, make you like feel comfortable, make you feel so in your like in your zone and in your vibe, and a garment that you're proud like of wearing and you're very comfortable wearing, not some sort of color that never works with you. And by that I mean that some people end up picking a partner that is a different color of theirs, a different, completely different like person from them. But some people find like that difference kind of charming and kind of appealing, and some sort of like fantasy of theirs to like I don't know, whatever, be with a nerd when they are not nerd themselves. This is just an example. But then after trial and error and trial and error and fighting and making up and fighting and making up, they'd be like, oh, we're not compatible. Woo! Opposites attract, but most times, or with like opposites attract, but in a very very like small percentage, I would say. But most opposites don't attract, like polar opposites, and people that like partners that wouldn't understand each other's life, personality, and things of that genre, and why they preach certain things and not the other, or have different political views of life, different morals. Yeah, it might be like some sort of kink, some sort of fantasy to be with somebody that is different to you, or like you would romanticize somebody being, I don't know, you might be flamboyant and blink blink and extra, and you might romanticize about somebody that is very like that leads a very monotonous life. But then, because I don't know, you kind of crave that in your life a little bit. But then you end up with them and you try to work it out, but it's gonna fail big time. Why is that? Because you married a fisherman and then you complained about the fish smell. You're being dumb. Don't marry a fisherman and then complain about this fish of like smell, You have to know who the fuck you married and be like, does that person fit with my life? Yes or no? For example, if I'm gonna be ending up marrying an athlete, somebody that is training, they have to train. And I'm somebody that is not like, I don't do sports. Yeah, somebody that could be athletic, could be marrying somebody that's not athletic, whatever. Yeah, that happens and it works. But I'm not gonna be like, Oh, I think people that like do a lot of sports are dumb. Like, why are you hurting your body, hurting your ankle? And I'm gonna be always like complaining, oh my God, you're training so hard, let's chill. And I'm gonna be like feeding him like fucking food that has no like calorie like calculations. I'm gonna be eat whatever, whatever. But he's an athlete. He should have certain diet. And if I'm gonna be always around his ass and I'm like, ew, why are you eating this bland food? Why are you eating this much and not this much? And why are you training this hard and not this hard? And why you're going to this he's gonna be suffocated. He's gonna be suffocated, and vice versa. If I am somebody that I am, for example, an artist, and my husband, whatever, I'm not gonna get that example. If, for example, I'm gonna bring something like some example. Oh my God, some example from my life. I told you guys I want to be a fucking businesswoman, and business is capitalistic, point blank, period. If you're doing business, you're being capitalistic, and I end up marrying somebody that be like, eat rich, eat the rich, like capitalism is bad. I mean, yeah, capitalism has some bad things, but thinking negatively about capitalism and think everybody that's rich is morally corrupt, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I might find them cute. I might find him cute, find him attractive, find him like a provider, find him whatever, like he might have some good things. But after some years of marriage, I'm gonna be, what the fuck? He thinks I'm the devil because I'm making money, and I think I want more money, and I love capitalism. I mean, you get what I mean? And I'm being an entrepreneur and hanging out with people that cause the bad things about capitalism. He's gonna start making me feel bad about my existence. Same thing. I'm a liberal and he's conservative. We're polar opposites, you know? What am I gonna do? Yeah, whatever. Forget about it. He's just a different he has just different political view from you. Whatever, people could be different. Yeah, people could be different. I could be friends with somebody, but I'm talking about living under the same roof with somebody that is very different, very, very different from you when it comes to their political views, religious views. I'm somebody that believes in God, they believe in Satan. What the fuck are we gonna do? What the fuck are we? That is the type of like color of the garment. When you're shopping, you have to pick a color that not only appeals to you, but appeals on you. I love the color, I don't know, green, like, but I'm not somebody that looks good in green. I am cold undertone. I have a cold undertone. Green is warm. I love green on people. I love green on its own, but I can't really wear it a lot. I love textures. I love flower prints. I could pull them up. But for example, let's say some like, I don't know, weird prints. They might look good, but I don't wear them that often. They don't really suit my lifestyle, suit my vibe, suit my personality. So when I'm shopping for the garment, aka a husband, aka a spouse, aka a partner, aka whatever in this life, who I'm gonna be like under like this, living under the same roof with, and like sharing a life and sharing kids potentially, I am not gonna pick a color that just looks cute. I'm gonna pick a color that looks good on me, that I am proud wearing, that, oh, this is my color. Everybody be like, this is your color, this is your vibe, this is your person. You wear custom this color, and this print and this cut is custom made for you. Now, when you're shopping for a garment, sizing really, 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 really matters. So when you're shopping for that like garment, you have to have your size. Because if you're gonna get size too big, you're gonna drown in it. And if you're gonna have a size too small, you're gonna suffocate. By that, I mean, let's say, for example, I am somebody that I want my man to be a very important man in his field, like a boss that is well respected, the leader of a pack, the leader of his friends, like his boyfriends, the leader of like multiple things. Like he's a, like, not necessarily a businessman, but somebody that fucking is powerful, like a really powerful man that leads, that is like very dominant. That's the type of man that I like. And I want somebody that leads a very, very somebody that is a high achiever. For example, let's say my man works, like, I don't fucking know, in finance. He works in a company and at the finance department. I want him to be the director of the finance department, the manager, the like highest position at his work field. Let's say my man is like, I don't know, a developer, like a software developer. I want him to be the one making the most money and being the one, a senior one. I don't want a junior one. That's what I like. My man, I want somebody that is doing the best at their job, is being at the top or getting towards that like point and have the potential to become the biggest shark in his field, whatever field, as long as it's a field that I told you works with my lifestyle and somebody that like is the same color as me, right? So if I end up marrying somebody too big, getting a garment that's too big, I'm gonna drown in it. So if I end up marrying a man that is like a big shark and I am a small fish, I'm not there yet, or I don't have the mindset, not necessarily have the life, but I don't even have the mindset so that I could like understand his big problems, big shark problems. I have only fish problems. He have shark problems, and whenever he's talking about his problems, I'm supposed to listen to him, to give him some advice or like support him. But if I'm a small fish, I wouldn't understand. So he would be talking Russian, and I don't speak Russian, you know. So sometimes I would like find some sort of advice to him, a really generic advice, try to help him. But with time, I'm gonna feel very little, and he's gonna start feeling that I am feeling very little. I'm gonna not gonna be as confident, and since he's a shark at his life, at his industry, at his whatever, he's probably friends with other sharks. So if I'm like at networking events near him and everybody's talking in this language, I don't need to be from that industry, but everybody's a big shark and is respected as a big shark, and I am a very small fish. So at these events, when he's trying to socialize and add net worth to his like net worth, and by the initial net worth I mean networking, which is a net worth, and adding people to his life that could be potential clients, potential investors, potential help, potential whatever, just people that are gonna push him more like higher. So I'm at these events. I'm invited. We are at our honeymoon phase, and I'm feeling small. So in this, I could have I could just forget about being small. First event, second event, third event. At the fourth event, I'm gonna be questioning myself. I'm gonna have low self-esteem, blah 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 blah. And with this with this situation, people have two choices only, two like actions that they're gonna do after having their ego bruised and having really low self-esteem. The first one is just hating themselves a lot and being depressed and starting to compare their life to their partner and just like being so depressed. And initially, and like after that, they're gonna be, oh yeah, whatever, I'm divorcing you, but we're not compatible. And the second thing is that they're gonna start attacking their partner. And this, I find this like happening a lot in men, where their women are achieving more than them in a certain period of time, and they're gonna like if they're not confident, they're gonna start attacking their women, and just to feel better, just to feel that they're somewhat better. So they're gonna be picking up really really random things that their partner is doing, and they're gonna be bullying them for it. So in this situation of marrying somebody that is too big on you and you end up drowning, whether you drown yourself on your own without like drown like pulling him with you to the water, and then be like, oh, I can't do this anymore, I want to live. So you end up divorcing them and just find like a fish that's the same size as you, or you end up attacking them and trying to drown them and trying to like bring them to your level down, not try to climb with them, right? So that's what end up happening when you shop for a really really big sized garment. But when you shop for a garment that's it's like smaller than you and be like, whatever, I'm gonna lose weight, let me have the garment, it looks good, you're gonna suffocate. So same thing as the like bigger garment, but the opposite. You end up marrying somebody that's kind of lower than you, have some sort of mediocre ideas about things that you already like discussed, you already like worked on. Let's say for example you marry somebody that, I don't know, for example me, whatever, I always just have this example. I don't want to. I have this theory that I mention to my girlfriends all the time. If I'm 18 and a man is 18, then I am 18 and the man is 16. Or we're both like he's 18 and I'm 20. I feel women are not feel, this is a fact. Women are more mature than men. We are more mentally sharp than men. Why? There's two types of smart in this life: street smart and book smart. Two, like a man or woman, they could be both same, like a book smart at 18, but a woman at 18 is definitely way smarter, like street smart than the man. Why? Because we perceive like people on the streets differently. We've been exposed to like exploitation, some sort of really sexual weirdos, sexual really weird interactions when we were young, when we were getting sexualized, and I feel every woman agrees on this one. So being 13 and just like experiencing things like that, you kind of develop some sort of immunity, and you be thinking and you start having your own methods of not letting these men exploit you and protecting yourself. And a boy at 13 would kind of never have to deal with that. So we also get our periods before, and we just are more mature, period. So there's some things that I know right now, and I'm like 20, that the boys my age don't didn't even arrive at like that. I trespassed certain milestones, and I'm like ahead in my life at some areas, but boys my age like are don't even know that this thing exists. You get, they're still on their way, and by the time they arrive at my current maturity, I'm probably gonna be 24. You know what I mean? So that's, if I'm gonna marry somebody that's like intellectually, not doing as well as I'm doing, or somebody that's not as mature as I am, I'm gonna be ended up suffocating, because it's gonna be really dumb. Like, it's gonna be really cringy. It's gonna be really like suffocating. But another example would be of suffocating and having a suffocating garment or a suffocating partner is a partner that is very, 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 very insecure. So they're gonna be like trying to pull you down to their level, and that would be very, very, very suffocating, because you thought you loved them, and you married because of love or whatever, but then it's suffocating. It's truly suffocating. So what are you gonna do in that? Like, circumstance, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to find a solution at first. You're gonna try to talk about it, be like, please don't tell me these things, you're kind of suffocating me. But eventually, because they're insecure, eventually you're gonna be so suffocated to the point that you're done. Like, you're gonna rip the garment apart and be like, I'm done, I'm just gonna find a garment that fits me. So when you're shopping for the garment, it's best to have a garment that is your size, your color. And what else did we talk about? I feel, I don't know, but the first like point that we talked about, a timeless garment that works with your lifestyle, with your age, with different eras of your life. Another thing that you have to keep in mind when you're shopping for the garment is how clean that garment is, in a way, or like how it shows. When you wear dirty clothes and you are in front of people, you will be self-aware, right? You're gonna be like, oh my god, or not necessarily dirty, but like torn clothes. You're gonna be very self-aware, and you wouldn't want to be seen with that garment, because you're gonna try to hide, the torn up like place, and you're gonna try to stitch the garment, but no, it won't be a good garment, right? Or like a low quality garment, or a dirty like shoe, you would hide it. You're not gonna be wearing it pridefully. You're not gonna be showing it up to people. So when you're shopping for a garment, shop for a garment that is good quality, very neat cut, and very clean. By that I mean, when you're showing off that garment to your mom, to your family, to the networking, like in the networking events, to your colleagues, to your coworkers, to your whatever, they're gonna be like, oh wow, like your garment looks good. Oh my god, it looks neat. Not the other way around. They're not gonna be like, ew, I can't believe our CEO is wearing this dirty garment. I can't believe our CEO is wearing this torn up garment. Like, oh my god. So you're just gonna like end up getting, people are gonna start looking down on you when you wear that dirty garment around. And I'm telling you, this garment is once in a lifetime. You hope, you intend that you're gonna shop for this garment once, hopefully. So you have to pick a good one, a clean one, like not a dirty one, not a turn up one that is good quality, that's gonna resist like with you, that's not gonna be torn into pieces with the first wear, and that this your other spouse could be wearing you pridefully. They're not gonna be getting weird looks from their colleagues, their family. So by that I mean, for example, if I bring a man into my house and introduce him to my family and be like, this is the man that I'm marrying. I am somebody that have good manners. My parents raised me well. And I bring a fucking man that is so corny, so stupid, so dumb, so mediocre. He doesn't respect my mama. He doesn't respect my father. He doesn't respect nobody. He'd be like, very vulgar, very rude. He has no manners. He'd be like picking fights. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? My parents are going to be so weirded out by my choice, first of all, because they thought they raised a really well-mannered daughter, but also they're going to be not wanting to hang out with me anymore if I resisted and be like, oh my god, I love this partner, I love my garment so much, I don't care. Yeah, he might be like weird and like rude in some areas, but I love him so much, I love him, I could die, like I'm going to marry him, whatever. My parents are going to stop talking to me. My parents are going to stop talking to me because of him. So when I am picking and shopping for that garment, I better shop for a garment that is worth presenting and that I could present, and I'm not going to be ashamed of hiding. Like, not get married like in a ceremony where like only two people are invited because I'm so afraid of what others are going to say about my husband. No, a husband that is worth showing off and everybody's going to be proud of from the family. Yeah, I know some family members wouldn't agree with your choices, whatever, that's their choice sometimes. But I'm saying, your parents raised you in a certain way and you bring a thug to the house. Like, the fuck? Same thing. Let's say I told you I'm the businesswoman and I marry somebody that hates capitalists. And I'm going to be bringing him as a plus one in networking events, and he's going to be embarrassing the fuck out of me, asking really dumb questions about, I don't believe that cryptocurrency is like the future. I don't believe that. And he's gonna be, oh my god, eat the rich, and he's gonna be embarrassing me. So let's say before the marriage I had 100 relationships of like other businessman entrepreneurs that we had like mutual business. They helped me, I helped them, and like a net worth of people, right? A human capital. And after the marriage, I'm gonna only have 10 like businessmen that still speak with me. And all of that is gonna be because of my husband. Oh my god, the video is still flickering. So what am I gonna do? Wait. Hopefully we're back with the video. Anyways, you get what I mean, guys? A garment that is not gonna bring shame to me, that won't make people speak behind my back. Let's say I'm a priest and I marry somebody that is like that worships Satan. Nobody's gonna show up to my church anymore. You get what I mean? People are gonna be like, oh, if she was actually like religious, she would marry somebody. You know what I mean? So you have to buy garment, shop for a garment that is worth showing off. They wouldn't have to be hiding. That has no like holes in it. That has no dirt in it. That is like, oh my god. People would expect you to wear. This is what you wear. This is your clothing. This is your style. Not somebody that's gonna be like, really, really, really bringing everything that you have down, and it's gonna be like, blowing off all of your relationships and removing you from your friends and from your family and from your circle, and just like, putting you away from everybody that you once loved. And it's all your choice. It's all your choice. You chose that. Yes, I'm some things, you sometimes could be a victim of a narcissist or like some weirdo, whatever, and that tries to, you know, that tries to break you off of every relationship that you have and whatever, you're a victim. But I'm saying everything is your choice after all. You can't be blaming him or her. So that is the type of garment that you should be shopping for. Um, Another thing, the garment, like how much does it bling, you know? If it's too much, then it's gonna outshine you. And I'm sorry, yeah, you might be like, whatever. I love him so much, or I love her so much. Let her like outshine me. But at a certain point, you're gonna be forgotten about by your community or your friends or everybody. That they're gonna be more focused on your partner than you. So I feel the best thing is you have to choose a garment that shines the perfect amount, you know? Not too much so that you don't drown again, or not like too little so that you would have to always be shining on them, but then they end up getting insecure and you end up trying to like go down to their level, or just like end up shaking off, or like getting divorced. Another thing that a garment could be having is like how flexible could it be? We do not know the future. I could, like, you know, I could marry somebody that is a millionaire, but in 3 years, 5 years time, they're gonna blow up their wealth. They're gonna be broke as fuck, broke like they've never been before. So what is gonna happen then? Just like divorce in the first hardship that the relationship like gets, the first hardship your partner faces. I don't think that's the right thing to do personally, but whatever. My husband could marry me healthy. After 3 years, I'm sick. God forbid, you know. Turkish knock. I don't have wood on me here, like wood next, whatever. Whatever. We're not bringing that fucking energy. But what the garment that you're shopping shouldn't only work with your current reality. Should be a flexible garment, flexible horizontally and vertically. Vertically in terms of your like your calibers, like your wealth level, your fame level, your reputation level, your like those like things that we all have, your skill level, because it fluctuates, your health level, blah blah blah. So when we go up, that garment goes up with you. So you have a promotion at your work, you get more money, you get more fame. You're an athletic, you get more trophies. You're an actor, you get more awards, blah 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 blah. And your garment goes up with you. It's a garment that you could be wearing at like award ceremonies, at like the Olympics, at when you're getting more wealth, and when you wear, and when you're buying your like jet ski, what is it, jet plane, jet, what is it called? Oh my god, I just forgot, what is it called? No, jet, what the fuck am I talking about? The private plane, whatever. I literally my brain is like frozen right now. Not jet ski, the fuck, that's the one on the sea. I'm talking about the one that's like a private plane ride. Whatever. When you know you got a promotion, you have more money, you made a lot of wealth, your startup took off, you sold a lot of real estate, blah blah blah. So it's a garment that could be still worn when you're shining, when you're at the peak of your career, at the peak of everything, at the peak of your fame, at the peak of your relate, like, you know, being reputable in your society. So it's a garment that is not going to be bringing you down and be like, oh, but I married you when you were a simple man, but now you're shining. Oh my god, I can't believe that. No, a garment that's going to be very, very, very proud with you, you know, and it's going to be very flexible with you in that sense. And same thing when you're down, your money is down, your fame is down, you're an athletic, you got into an accident, you're down, your health is down, life is bad, you're at the bottom of everything. That same garment should be something that still flexible with you and that will support you no matter what. that you're gonna be still wearing, and it's not gonna be make you feel naked or make you feel like lost or more and more, and that's gonna bring you down even more. No, it's a garment that is gonna remind you of who you are and try to bring you up like how you used to be, and a garment that's gonna be by your side, and not a garment that's gonna be like, oops, you're not gonna be wearing me anymore, you can't wear me anymore. Not luxury garment that you only wear at your luxury life, but once you're broke, you have to like sell that to a pre-loved like shop, luxury shop, and then boom, bye bye. The garment is gone. No, a garment that is like that you can wear at your shine, at your prime, and at your downfall, and at the neutral state of your life. A garment that is very, very, very flexible with you vertically. And also a garment that's very flexible with you horizontally. And by horizontally, I mean like your relationships, your environments, people around you. So when you're at your prime with people's relationships, like you have a lot of people that love you, blah, 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 you're very reputable, and you have a certain environment, whatever, the garment works with you. When you move to other countries and you and the garment come with that, like, agree on that decision, the garment is not going to be suffocating you in that new place, that new workplace. You change industries, you go on new on a new like adventure, you do a new thing, you create a very business, like a very weird business idea, you hop onto your creative outlets and be like, oh my god, I always wanted to be an actor, you know the garment is going to be with you, it's going to support you when you're trying to expand, when you differentiate, like other, like when you have new aspects in your life, when you have different environments, when you change locations, when you expand your circle, and when you're trying to like network, it's gonna be with you when you're expanding on the horizontal caliber and with relationships around you and your surroundings. But same things when people, all like most people, turn their back on you because I don't know, you got into like a really people, like somebody accused you of something that you never did. Of course, if like you're accused of like, I don't know, a crime, bitch, I'm gonna be torn to pieces as your fucking garment. Like I'm not gonna be supporting your ass when you're a criminal, but I'm saying, I don't know, my man, my spouse, or me, I could get caught up in like, somebody like could accuse me of something that I've never did, and then most people would turn their back on me on something that I actually never did, because people tend to believe what they want to believe and what's like popular to believe. And is my garment gonna run away from me? No, the garment should be something that supports me still in those down moments. Or for example, let's say my job lays me off and I'm laid off, and is the garment gonna run away from me? Oh, you have no job right now? No. So these are all things I feel that uh, make marriage a good one. And it's this garment theory, and it's supported by Islam. I feel so any Muslim that's like watching this right now, I bet you kind of like never looked at this verse in this new perspective, in this like perspective, because I never, for example, like myself, I'm just gonna talk about myself here. And one day it clicked on its own. I swear to God, it was so weird. I was like, oh my God, now I understand what that verse says. But this is how I feel like like how marriage could work. Like this is the equation. And yes, divorce rates are through the roof. Yes, men cheat, but there is men that don't cheat, and there is marriages that work. People should be smarter. People should just like not only marry for love. There's an you should marry with like for respect, for compatibility, for 3,000 things, and then love. Not love is not something that everybody could afford, and love is not something that everybody could experience, and men and women love differently. So people just like being hopeless romantic, it's like being suicidal. It's just like trying to like jump off a cliff and being like, oh, I don't care, YOLO. That's not marriage. Marriage is not only love, and it's gonna be better if you marry the person you love, but you have to think about your kids. Like, is that person gonna be a good dad? Yes or no? Is that person gonna be by my side when I'm old, when I'm wrinkly, when I'm very unhealthy? Yes or no? Or is he gonna marry me, or is he marrying me just because I am like, he wants like a model wife or some sort of shit, just like, to show me off to people, and that's fucking that. Or am I like marrying somebody because of his money only, and once things down, bye? No, it's a combination of things. I'm somebody that won't marry a man that's poor, period. I'm Arab. We don't marry like poor men. The man should be doing well, should have at least a house, things of that nature, or like somebody that is capable of like providing for me. So that is a standard, yes, of course, but I'm not only gonna marry somebody for the money. Or no, it's a cultural thing, and I want to like have my man provide for me, period. That's my choice. But still, when things are being bad, I'm not gonna fucking dump his ass, be like, oh my god. It's a combination of things, and it's a garment that you have to choose, and you intend to shop for this garment once in your lifetime. So this garment should be a cut, a color, a pattern, a shape, a size, a fit that works with your lifestyle of the current self of you and the highest version of yourself in the future. I don't have everything that I desire right now, but I know exactly how I am gonna like make my life in the next years, as long as I work hard and as long as I'm still alive. I know exactly where I want to live, things that I want to do, like my ambition, my dreams. I know that. So my man, the man that I'm gonna marry, should fit with my current self and my future self, and should not be ashamed of my past self too. Somebody that I am proud of wearing and he's proud of wearing me, vice versa. This works for both, by the way. Like the garment should be good on both. I should be looking good on him, and he should be looking good on me. Not only having the garment look good on me and him like being with whatever, and vice versa. Because it's a marriage, it's a collaboration, it's a cooperation. It's two parties coming together to unify, you know. So these are my views on marriage by like my religion, in a way that I understood. And yeah, you guys, choose smarter, uh and don't be afraid. Like when you choose smarter, you won't be afraid of like dumb people and like those dumb relationships that you hear about online, because not everybody is like you. Yes, I told you, our times we like, relationships are not working and dating culture is very toxic, blah 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 blah. But still, you are smart. You can do, like, you can work it out if you start it with the right basis, if you find the right person, not just somebody that you like and be like, oh my god, let's get married, I love you, you love me, huh? Somebody that works with you, a fucking good garment that is very rotatable, that's very flexible with every aspect of you. When you're down, when you're up, when you're high, when you're low, everywhere, in every country, in every culture. And when you present that garment to your family, when you present that garment to your co-workers, when you present that garment to your friends, everybody's gonna like agree that this garment is good. Not you marrying a thug, not you marrying a fucking person that's gonna bring you down, not somebody that doesn't speak your language. Not necessarily like the language literally. I'm saying like I am talking about love and he's talking about hate. I'm talking about spring, he's talking about fall. Somebody that's on the same page. I feel that's what makes relationships succeed, I feel. But whatever, it's different for everybody. But that is what I'm going to be implementing for my fucking relationship. A garment, the garment theory. The garment theory. I am good on you, you are good on me. I am proud of showing you off to people, and you're proud of showing me off to people. I am not bringing shame to you, and you're not bringing shame to me. I am adding wealth, adding luck, adding love, adding reputation, adding fame, adding success into your life, and vice versa. I'm not making you lose everything you built and everything you worked hard for, so that you end up like fucking like, bye bitch, or I end up being say like to you, oh my god, glitching, or I end up saying like bye bitch to you too, a garment. So pick smarter from the start, and the chances of you just saying bye bitch to your partner are gonna be slimmer. So yeah, you guys, this is that. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I don't know, the video version, like, oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but excuse the really low quality, because I'm not gonna film with my camera, because no honey, these are podcast episodes. So I'm just gonna be doing the web camera, and I'm gonna try to edit it into a really good one. But give this a 5-star rating at the platform where you listen, like when you consume your podcast at. And if you're watching this on YouTube, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But yeah, you guys, I love you so much, and have a great year. Have a blessed year. And I just wanted to share this theory with you. I have nobody in my life right now, and I'm very far away from marriage right now, but I'm very mature. I think about these things a lot because I'm an investor. I don't like do mediocre shit in my life, and I don't do mediocre relationships ever. I've never had a bad relationship in my life. And by relationship, I mean friendships and like things of that nature too. Anyways, guys, I love you so much. I spread love to you. I wish love like to you. I wish you abundance and everything. And I really, really love you. And I love doing podcasts. So, yeah, you guys. Bye. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, bye, bye. Have a good day. Have a good night. Happy birthday. Happy New Year. Happy everything. Bye, bye.